Okay, part two. I got cut off. Tornado watch. Excuse me. But sorry y'all, but what was I saying? There was a reason for that. Genetically, I don't care what nobody says, man. It's just real, dog. There's just certain things that a man can do that a woman can't do. And there's just certain things that a woman can do that a man can never do. One is giving fucking birth. I don't care what nobody say. That right there alone should tell you that we're different. You know what I'm saying? I kind of get the idea of I'm a woman and I should get the same as a man. But what I don't get is that women don't do the same things that men do on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? Even in sports. Look at the WNBA right now. Okay, yeah, it's great. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reeves, Joe about to come out of college, yada, 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 pants on fire. It's great. AJ Wilson, yeah. It's great. I love it. I fucking watch it now. I wasn't watching it at first, but I watch it now. But think about how great of a league it would be if they started dunking. The only two people in WNBA history that's been recorded on camera in an actual game that has actually dunked in a game is Lisa Leslie. She was the very first ever in life. And I like to call her the man, but her name is Brittany Garner, but I like to call her the man because to me, she looks like a man, walk like a duck, talk like a duck, you got them duck. So that's my thought on that. But anyway, those are the only two females ever in life that's actually been recorded in the actual game, official game, dunking. Just think of how great the WNBA would be if the females, if all of them could dunk like, well, not all the males in the NBA can dunk, but I'm gonna say at least 50% of them can. At least 50% of them can get up there and hit that rim. At least 50%. So even if we had 50% participation with the WNBA, I believe it would outshadow the men's NBA because of the fact that we're seeing something that we don't normally see, and that's women's dunking. And that definitely would get way more ratings than the men's. But again, going back to my original point, I get I should be making the same as a man, but I don't get the fact that you don't do the same things that men do on a daily basis. Just like we don't give birth. You know what I'm saying? I feel like women should get I feel like every time a woman has a successful childbirth and she actually lives through it, she should get paid. For real. She should get a check. Every time. Because that's an incredible experience to go through, and you bringing in another life, which means you're bringing in another human being to help out in this matrix. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be more money for the government. Another social security number printed. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, as I digress, there's a lot of things that women can do and can't do, just like there's a lot of things that men can do and can't do. And because of those differences, that's the reason why we have separation. It's just real. And when you think about it, man, don't no real man. I'll be honest with you, man. Don't no real man, high value man, as Kevin would say, don't no real man want no woman that's got more masculinity or the same masculinity level as himself. Not unless he's a beta. Now, if he's a beta, that's something different. And I'm really not talking about the betas because beta is not the top of the food chain when it comes to men. It's the alphas. You know what I'm saying? So, I want to say more. The betas are more like the mama's boys, which is cool, which is fine. But when you're dealing with somebody like me, somebody like Kevin, or somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's an alpha, we not looking for no female alpha. That ain't how that work. You know what I'm saying? So Don't know alpha male or no real man want a woman that's more rowdier and more loud than him. He wants somebody the total opposite. Remember, opposites attract. That shit is real. Opposites attract. And another thing, women in particular, I know y'all is picky as fuck. I know it's all about y'all. That's not a talk show, but I need for y'all to really think about things before you make relationship decisions as far as when it comes to us. Like, I'm gonna need for y'all to start thinking about, first of all, you need to know yourself. That's first. That's fucking first. You gotta know yourself, because I'm using me as an example. Who am I to come in a relationship and then I got to figure you out and you ain't even figured yourself out? You know what I'm saying? So look, first of all, before you even try to get with another man or another woman, whatever your pleasure is, know yourself. And this is what I mean by that. Knowledge of self. This is what I mean by knowledge of self. Knowledge of self, lesson 1. Know thyself. And what that means is know what you like. Know what wakes you up in the morning. Know what makes you tick. Know who your God is if you serve one. Know what you like to eat. Know what you like to drink. And that also goes to the don'ts. What you also know what you don't like. Also know what you're not willing to put up with. Also know what you don't want to eat. Also know what you're not attracted to. You got to know your do's and your don'ts, and that comes from having knowledge of yourself. And then once you know all of that, and you verify that, be like, yep, that's me. Then you stick to it. You stick to that regimen. You don't change it. That's called settling. That's what I used to do. Don't settle. Because I'm going to tell you something, women. I'll tell you something. You know why God cheats? You know one of the main reasons is a plethora of reasons though, but we're going to keep this in a general form. You know the reason why most guys cheat? Why? And I'm going to say, I'm going to flip it on y'all too. You know the reason why most women cheat? Why? Because y'all settle. I'm going to let that marinate for a second. Because you settled. You fucking settled. And I'm going to give you an example. Metaphorically. If I got a brand new 2025 Bentley fucking Phantom, roof gone, everything. I got the fucking driver. The driver came with it, with the suit and everything. Got the umbrella in the door, all that, all that shit. The fucking trunk fold up to a goddamn winery. The whole 9 yards. But I'm in the hood. Okay? So I got this Bentley. Brand new. Love it. The car I always wanted. Don't want nothing else but this car. Pick me out. Stay with me. I'm in the hood with it. I parked the car in the hood. People see me going in my house, going in my garage, wiping it off every Sunday, all this and that. They see it. They be like, oh, that's a nice car. Yeah, that's my baby. That's me. That's my baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't need nothing else. So let me ask you a question. If I got a motherfucking Bentley in the hood and I'm taking very good care of it, wiping it off, making sure it look good, and taking care of the driver, the whole 9 yards, why the fuck would I go outside my door at 3 o'clock in the morning, walk 2 blocks, and break into a Prius and steal a Prius? Does that make sense? No. But if I love Toyotas, the people where I'm going, if I love Toyotas and somebody gave me a Bentley, then psychologically, yeah, I probably would sneak out the crib and try to go drive a goddamn Toyota because psychologically that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? Case in point. And what I mean, I say all of that to say this. If you're dating and you're dating to marry somebody, make sure that the person that you decide to marry and have kids with, whatever, make sure everything on that list is checked off. Don't leave nothing unchecked, because that one box that goes unchecked could lead to some cheating. If everything on that list is checked the fuck off, ain't nobody in their right, a crazy motherfucker is not gonna cheat. Because they got the Bentley at the crib, and that's exactly what the fuck they want, and they're satisfied. So I'm not gonna go out here and do nothing that's gonna jeopardize somebody coming to tow my goddamn car. That's just real. I'm not gonna do that. Especially if I work hard to get the motherfucker. No. But if I was given that Bentley and I got a fixation for Toyotas and I see a fucking nice ass Prius come down my street, then I might have a fantasy about it. I might want to goddamn jump out my goddamn car and goddamn take a look in the window while ain't nobody around. If the door's open, I might want to get in it. Or I might just be stupid enough to steal the bitch. But do you get what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that you never settle, y'all. And we do that a lot. We do that because we be lonely. We do that because we be bored. Sometimes we do it because we get dickmatized or pussymatized or pussy whipped from the guy's point of view, dickmatized from the girl's standpoint. And that's a whole nother talk show. You get dickmatized or pussy whipped and you just lose sight of reality for a second and miss out on things that you wouldn't have missed out. It's almost kind of like being intoxicated, like drunk or inebriated. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I digress. What I'm saying is you never settle. If they don't have everything on your list, you just better make that person a friend. You know what I'm saying? Make them a friend. Because the stuff that's on your list, it has to already be a part of them. They can't learn this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you an example. If you know, and I hate to get sexual, but you know what I'm saying, everything is sexual now, so just gonna stay related. Puppy shit, all that crazy shit going on. If you know, okay, if I'm a male and I know I like fellatio, I like to get head or my dick sucked, whatever term you want to use, then I'm gonna try to find me a female that likes to do it. I'm not gonna get with a female. I don't care how bad she look, how many cars she got, her PhD, masters, whatever. She ain't got no kids. She could be a fucking virgin. No, I don't care. If it's not already in you, meaning programmed something that you like to do, then if I marry you and you don't like to do that, but you do it just to keep me happy, or you do it, every now and then because, you feel like you have to. No, hell no, bitch. I don't want that. That's like fucking leftovers. I don't want that shit. I want somebody that's gonna be like, you know what, baby, I'm about to suck your dick. Damn. Okay, go for it. And that's what I'm talking about. Same thing with the men. If you like your pussy ate, don't marry no motherfucking nigga. Don't marry no Jamaican. If you like your pussy ate, yeah, definitely don't marry no Jamaican. But if you like your pussy ate, man, make sure you get with a man that likes to eat out. Don't marry no motherfucking man that don't like to eat out. And then you get mad. Now you all mad and fucking frustrated. And what's that gonna lead to? You go out one day, go to Starbucks one day, you see a man look at his goddamn lips. Y'all get into a conversation. He tell you about how much he like to eat goddamn fish and goddamn all this shit, and he eating all this shit, and yo goddamn, you gonna get roused because you're not getting it at home. That's what I'm talking about. And moving aside from the sexual shit, even if it's about attention, even if it's about conversation, even if it's about, being acknowledged as a human being, as a person. That's why people go out and do what they do. It just leads to sex, but that's just what it is. And that's mostly because motherfuckers done settle. Again, if both parties have everything checked off on their list, there ain't a goddamn force on this world. Ain't no weapon against you will never prosper. And that's real. Never. Because you know that person needs and wants you just as much as you need them, and fucking vice versa. And they know that they're not gonna do nothing because they know that you are one in a million because everything got checked off. And I am not gonna be able to find a all checked off nigga or all checked off bitch ever in life, in this lifetime, the way we dying. You know what I'm saying? So if you run across somebody like that, you ain't gonna have no choice but to goddamn be right, because you so scared you gonna be by yourself again, or you gonna run into a motherfucker that's gonna cheat because either you settle or he settled. And then you sitting there going, damn, I let the great one get away. And I know we've had conversations like that in our lifetimes. If you lived as long as I have, you know what I'm saying? Where you be like, you know what? I kind of fucked up on that one. I let that one get away. You know what I'm saying? We've all done that. So, again, never settle. Never settle, women, when it comes to us men, man. No bullshit. You know what I'm saying? No fucking bullshit. And you got to bring more to the table, women, than just some good pussy and some good head. Because I'm going to tell you something. There's bitches out here, all we got to do is give them $100 to $200 and we get the same thing. You know what I'm saying? The bad part about it is that could be your money. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to bring more to the table than just a pussy and head. And you also got to bring more to the table than just being able to have kids. Because again, you got to look at it this way. This is what Kevin was trying to get y'all to see, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I'm remaining single. Fuck that shit. I ain't got time. You know, you got to think about it like this, man. It's way more women in this world than it is men. No bullshit. It's way more women. Way more competition. Not saying that gives the man a right to go out here and just fuck everybody, whether he got a wife or girlfriend or not. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is way more women. So you got to think about it. You got to think about it, man. That's just like, hold on, I ain't gonna go there. But you got to think about it, man. Finding a person in this day and age with the shortage of men that we have, black men, and especially with what we go through with the cops, we not trying to come home and deal with y'all too. We not. You know what I'm saying? The crib is supposed to be we supposed to be at peace. That's supposed to be a man's castle. You know what I'm saying? Y'all supposed to be, baby, come on, you had a hard day. I got your bath water ready. Let me rub your feet. If you like your feet rubbed, I'll suck your dick, whatever. I got your favorite dinner going. And it should be like that every night. You know what I'm saying? And then on his end, I'm going to tell you something. This is how it goes, ladies. This is how it motherfucking goes. I'm going to tell you how. This is the secret. This is the secret of life when it comes to us men. Hold on, I'm about to tell you. When it comes to men, we real simple. Like, y'all complicated, and y'all deal with a lot of feelings. But that's another talk show. But anyway, we are very simple. We are very physical. So with that being said, man, pretty much, if you making us happy, then let me tell you something. If you making us happy, like you're literally catering to us and making us happy, then we ain't gonna have no choice but to be like, babe, goddamn, I'm gonna tell you something. If you are going out your way to make sure your man is happy every day, and I don't got to give you examples, but you know what I'm saying, just keep it 100. You know what I mean when I say you making your man happy, and I'm just not talking about pussy and head. You know what I'm saying? Conversation, making love to his mind, finishing his sentences, knowing what the fuck he's gonna say before he say it, knowing what he needs before you even know what the fuck you know what he needs before he even know it. When you at that level like that with a man, oh my God, man, the man it's gonna fuck us up to the point where it's gonna send us in a state of shock to the point where we're gonna be like, you know what? Goddamn, do you need your nails? When was the last time you had your nails done? Oh, here. Oh, damn. When's the last time you had your hair done? Oh, baby, I know to take care of that. No, I got you this time. No, fuck that. I got you. Or, let's go to the mall. You know what I'm saying? I bought this, but I see this over here. I want to get you. Babe, here goes some goddamn money, man. Go on out with your girlfriends, man. You know what I'm saying? This and that. Oh, thank you, babe. Thank you. Ladies, let me tell you something. When you doing that, you ain't got to ask for shit. And that's the problem. The relationship should be so well maintained on both ends that nobody should have to open their mouth about what they want. Y'all should have a spiritual connection and a mental connection to that. I could look at you and I already know what the fuck's on your mind or what you're getting ready to say. You could look at me and know what's on my mind and what I'm getting ready to say and what I'm about to do without even opening up our fucking mouths. That's how it's supposed to be. But that shit ain't being taught no more. TV, music, all that shit done fucked us all up. Us learning about our chakras, our pineal glands, and religion and all that shit's fucked up. So that having that connection with a woman is lost. You know what I'm saying? I've had that connection with one woman, so I know it's possible. But yeah, you got to make sure you're on that level with that person, so that the only thing y'all really talking about is positive stuff. And that's the reason why these people that's like 80, 60, not 60, 80, 70 years old, gray hairs and all this, old man getting out, letting this old lady out on the side with his cane and shit, making sure she got her cane and shit. Y'all seen that shit. Old man opening the door for his old lady. She walk with the cane. Thank you, baby. You know what I'm saying? Or they going to Denny's or IHOP, they going to eat or some shit. The reason why they still together and the reason why it lasts is because of what the fuck I just said. No bullshit. No bullshit. That's how you make it work. It's a job. It's a career. You just ain't getting paid for it. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at it like it's a career for real, man. You know what I'm saying? Your job as a woman, if you're being raised right, properly, is to, first of all, take care of the home. That's your job. Take care of the home. The man bring the money. Well, in my generation, the man brought the money home, and then the wife took care of everything. You know what I'm saying? Us, the bills, all that. You know what I'm saying? That's not being taught now. What's being taught now is this femininity, independent. I'm an independent woman, which is, hey, that shit is cool. That shit is fine and dandy. Ain't nobody saying go out there and get your money. But I'm going to tell you something. While you out there trying to go out there and get your money and you spending time in college, that's time that's could have been spent on a marriage or raising some kids. Okay, you got to look at it this way, ladies. Look at it this way. What's more important to you all the way up until when you get to the grave? Y'all gotta, men too, we gotta ask this question, man. What's important to us, to you? You laying in the goddamn coffin, you know what I'm saying? Let's just say you was able to lay in the coffin, your spirit stayed in your body long enough so you could see your funeral, who came. What is it that's important to you up until that point to where you seen all these people come crying over you if it's an open casket? Is it money? Because then if it's money, then go ahead and knock yourself out. Go to college, get that dough, get your degree. Hopefully it's a great degree where you can make upwards of millions of dollars. There's a lot of degrees out here that ain't talking about nothing, that you really can't do nothing with. You got to work for the city. But anyway, go ahead and get your money. But don't be mad when you make mistakes along the way. Don't be mad in your journey or getting, that paper. You make terrible mistakes along the way to where you turn down potential guys that was in college with you. But because, you felt a certain way, or he fucked around with another girl, or whatever, or he was part of another fraternity, whatever, you was like, fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? But then you kept getting your money. That was your opportunity right there. Then you get your money, and then you put all your time and effort into the job. Then the job becomes the fucking husband. And then you get to a point where you be like, you know what, I want to get married. And then by that time, the men you're interested in ain't really looking at you because now you seem kind of old to them, cougarish. And no, I ain't even gonna say that. We ain't even gonna say that. But what I am gonna say is most of your years have been wasted on times where you should have been out there trying to, get with a dude. Because I'm gonna tell you something. And this is where we fuck up. We supposed to marry young, right? The man is supposed to provide. The woman is supposed to take care of the crib, the house, and the kids. The man is supposed to take care of her. She is supposed to take care of the man. The man is supposed to follow God. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to go. But if that's being followed, correctly, then it won't be any problems because everybody knows their place and won't nobody step out of it. You know what I'm saying? Then if you do step out of it, then there's, ways of handling that without seeming violent. You know what I'm saying? We can have a conversation. But yeah, man. We got to tighten up. Men got to tighten up too. But I'm starting with the women first because it's way more of y'all than it is of us. And y'all the ones with the attitudes, not us. You know what I'm saying? And then going back to what I was saying earlier, sorry. If you're coming up and you got your degree and all this and that, and you make mistakes of getting with somebody, having unprotected sex, and you got a kid, now you just added something else to the game that a guy with no kids that's making six figures and way up, he gonna be like, you know what, you just gonna be considered a jump off to me. I can't marry you. I want to start new. See, you got to remember, man, and that was my mistake, and that's only because that's what I saw and that's what I knew of my generation, man. When I was a kid, if you was a stepdad, you were honored. That was like an honor to come in and be a daddy to somebody else's kid in the late 70s and 80s. That was like you get a daddy of the war a year because that ain't even your kid. You know what I'm saying? So now it's not look like that. Now it's like, fuck that nigga. I need anybody to help me with my kids type shit. So there's no honor in it anymore. But that's the way I was raised. So that's why I was trying to find women, that had kids and baby dad was fucking them over. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I got it from. But I had to learn, and it took it took a lot for me to learn the game and come to a point to where me coming in because I got robbed of not being a father and coming in and stepping in and being a stepdad to somebody's kids of a woman that I possibly am in love with is notable, man, and honorable. It is. But at the same time, that's not mine. When at the end of the day, they not my kids. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they don't share my DNA. So there are going to be things that I like, they may not like because they share the DNA with two different people. You get what I'm saying? Like if they were my kids, we would have some, what's the word I'm looking for? Of course we would share DNA, but there would be some interest in likes because they would share my likes and my, baby mama or wife's life. You know what I'm saying? So we would have a bond, a spiritual bond in that kind of way. But if there's somebody else's kid, you lose all that. You're different frequency. You know what I'm saying? You're on a different frequency. So, yeah. So I was doing that, but I had to stop doing that because a lot of times, and then I'd be thinking, why am I doing more than the actual father is doing? And is that really helping their situation none? Knowing that, I may not marry this chick and we may not be together. Is that helping the situation any with them? And my thing with the whole kids thing too, I believe that you women, when you got kids or a kid, when you interested in a young man and you feel that he might be the one, even if everything is checked off on the box, I honestly, truly, strongly feel that the guy should have no interaction with your kids until you get to the point where he's putting a ring on your finger and y'all getting ready to get married. No bull. Why? Why do I say this? Is because number one, it's not fair to the kids to have to grow up later on in life thinking about the cool stepdad that never was. You know what I'm saying? Or why mama didn't stay with that dude. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of times it could be the mama's fault, but she's not going to tell her kids that. You know what I mean? So, that reason alone right there should be enough to not want to go down that road. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly believe that what Kevin is saying kind of has a little bit of merit, man, about if you're able to get back with your baby daddy and you got kids, do it. Marry him. Do it. Make it right. You know what I'm saying? Make it right. Because at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, would you want your kids to make and have the same decisions, opportunity that you had? Would you want them to go down the same road and paths that you did as far as relationships, yada, 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 how they brothers and sisters came about? Would you want them to do that? You want them to do it the right way, right? We always want what's best for our kids. Well, the majority of us do anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I got a lot more stuff to discuss when it comes to y'all ladies, especially when it comes to sacrifices and y'all really not knowing what y'all want. We already know what we want. You know what I'm saying? Just to be 100. The average man, he just wants somebody that's going to be real, somebody that's going to be loyal to him, somebody that ain't going to fucking scream his fucking ears off about every fucking little thing, somebody that's going to listen, because y'all don't know how to listen. All y'all know how to do is just talk and go off. Somebody that's going to listen, somebody that's got great sex, maybe the great head, and somebody that's creative in the kitchen. So he ain't got to go out. And that's another thing, ladies. That's a missing art. Cooking. I remember when going out was like a date. Why? Because back in my generation, people didn't go out like that. Because the wives cook. Everybody knew how to cook. Grandma, aunties, everybody could cook. You know what I'm saying? And then when they would cook, the little girls would be in there with them helping them every Thanksgiving. So that's how they got their training. It ain't like that now. Everybody cooks shit in the microwave. You know what I'm saying? Everything goes in the microwave. That processed foods fucking poisoning you, man. That food grandma and our moms was cooking back in the days, man, that was real food. You know what I'm saying? Before the microwave era. You know what I'm saying? You might be too young not to remember that. But I remember before microwaves was out. And VCRs. But that's another story. But anyway, yeah, I go on and on and on, man, about being ungrateful. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I said it. Ungrateful. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to go into all that. Maybe on another talk show, another topic. But I'm going to sign off for this part 2. See what kind of responses I get. I'll keep going if y'all niggas want to keep listening. But like I said, this is just therapeutic. I'm just trying to get shit off my chest. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got some positive feedback, throw it my way. If you don't, then it's still all good. You know what I'm saying? I'll still take it. You know what I mean? You got to take the good with the bad. But anyway, though, this is Mafioso, a.k.a. Bink, a.k.a. Nicodemus. aka whatever you want to call me. You know what I'm saying? I'ma holler at y'all. I'ma roll me up another one. And like I said, I'll probably come back next day, next week, whatever, and I'll do a part 3, or we'll talk about something totally different. But I just want to do this for my ladies. And like I said, any ladies who got down want to, refute or rebuke, or you got any comments you want to say, let's get it in. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. But guys too, you know what I'm saying? Guys too. So anyway, I'm gonna sign off for now. I might be back on later. Peace, love, and hair grease. I love all y'all, man. Y'all stay up. Thank you for listening this long if you listen. You know what I'm saying? I know I can babble and rabble, you know what I'm saying, like I'm doing now. But I appreciate it. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all decided to watch this boring ass, long ass shit from James. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you. I really do. You know what I mean? But anyway, peace. I'ma holler.